Ever been in a debate, totally convinced you're right? You're certain of it. Every single fact you present is laid out with such flawless precision, and the logic that connects it all feels like it is completely unbreakable. But then comes that one startling instant where the truth crashes down, revealing the crushing and undeniable reality that you were mistaken all along. Our first instinct is often to double down, building a defensive wall around our beliefs because we are simply trying to protect our own fragile pride. We're conditioned to believe admitting a mistake is failure, but maybe the real strength lies in the courage to own our imperfections. What if we've been thinking about this all wrong, and the ability to truly change your mind isn't a weakness, but is actually a genuine superpower? Perhaps the greatest sign of intelligence isn't just the knowledge we hold, but the profound and simple awareness of everything we have yet to learn. This is the central idea in Adam Grant's book, Think Again, a Guide, revealing the essential and transformative power of knowing how to rethink. We're going to explore the deep reasons we cling so tightly to our oldest beliefs, and then discover how we can finally learn to start letting them go. We're about to discover how we can become much more effective at the vital skill of unlearning the ideas we once believed were absolutely true. Let's embrace the unexpected joy of being wrong, because it's the key that unlocks our minds and reveals a world of incredible new possibilities. Get ready to challenge your own assumptions and perspectives. We're going to dive deep into some truly mind-expanding ideas together right now. Idea 1, the preacher, prosecutor, and politician mindsets. When we cling too tightly to our beliefs, our thinking becomes rigid and we focus on protecting our own views instead of genuinely questioning them. First is the preacher mindset. We see ourselves as messengers of the truth, aiming to convert others to our way of thinking with passionate sermons. With the prosecutor mindset, our goal is to win the argument and prove others wrong. We are mainly focused on finding flaws to debunk opposing views. Instead of seeking to understand, we become combatants in a debate. Our only mission is to discredit opposing views and dismantle every argument. The politician mindset is all about winning an audience's favor, even if it means ignoring the real truth or our own genuine beliefs. We might subtly change our arguments to better align with people we want to please, while ignoring the genuine complexity of the issue at hand. With these mindsets, the focus is not on learning or finding truth. The primary goal is simply to protect and reinforce our current beliefs. Being defined by these roles limits our thinking and stops us from adapting our views, which prevents meaningful and constructive dialogue with others. Recognizing these patterns helps us step back from our ego and approach discussions with curiosity, leading to much more genuine communication.
Before we continue the video, let's be honest about reading. If you're a visual learner, trying to force your way through a book can be painful. Reading a full book can feel impossible because your brain craves visual stimulation, and words on a page just don't provide that spark. But with the BookWatch app, you can absorb an entire book in just 15 minutes with our animated book summaries. We create engaging visuals that match exactly how your brain works for thousands of books. Start learning the way your brain is truly meant to. Download the BookWatch app free with the link in the description, or search BookWatch in the App Store. Also, if you are enjoying our free content on YouTube, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Idea 2, the scientist mindset. The scientist mindset is a badge of curiosity that sees life as a big experiment, always questioning initial beliefs instead of just accepting them. You're not afraid to be wrong because it moves you toward the truth. You simply let go of old beliefs that no longer serve your personal journey. You don't just believe something because it's comfortable. You ask questions and look for facts to see if what you believe is actually right. Instead of getting mad when facts challenge your beliefs, take a moment to think and stay open to the possibility of changing your mind. Thinking like a scientist means you're not always super sure of yourself. You accept there's a lot you don't know, and that's perfectly okay. It feels like being a detective in a never-ending mystery, always piecing clues together and trying to figure out what everything means. In a tough spot, don't rely on your gut instinct alone. You have to weigh every single option to make the most intelligent choice based on the facts. In a group, this mindset is powerful, bringing fresh perspectives and helping everyone question their actions to discover the truth together. This isn't just something for scientists in lab coats. It's about keeping your curiosity alive and always being ready to learn something brand new. Idea 3. Intellectual humility. Intellectual humility means recognizing the limits of what you know. It's a genuine openness to new ideas and the courage to say, I might be wrong. We can be confident in what we know while still looking for our blind spots. It's about being secure enough to question our own understanding. People with intellectual humility are like explorers. They are excited by the journey of learning, not just planting a flag on a hill of certainty. They are comfortable admitting when they don't know something. This lack of ego makes them seem more trustworthy and approachable to others. It's actually smart to have intellectual humility because it improves our thinking. We're no longer stuck in a single, rigid way of seeing the world. You become open to feedback and don't take it personally. It's like updating your mental software when better information becomes available. This humility is also about being respectful. You truly listen to understand other viewpoints, not just to wait for your turn to argue back. Developing this trait is a strength, not a weakness. It leads to better thinking, better decisions, and stronger, more authentic relationships. Instead of leading with opinions, try listening to learn and collaborate. This simple shift is how we can all grow much smarter and stronger together. Idea 4. The Dunning-Kruger effect. A cognitive bias where people with low ability at a task overestimate their ability. It is related to ignorance. The Dunning-Kruger effect is when people with limited knowledge in an area overestimate their own capabilities. Their confidence is often misplaced. When we know a little, it's easy to feel like we understand it all. This initial burst of confidence comes because we can't see what we don't know. This peak of overconfidence is the first stage. We don't have the expertise to recognize our own shortcomings, leading to a false sense of mastery. Learning more reveals a subject's true complexity, often causing a sharp drop in confidence as we realize just how much we still don't know. Acknowledging this effect is crucial. It encourages a humble outlook and a desire to keep learning, pushing us to question our own assumptions. By seeking feedback, we can get a more accurate sense of our true abilities. Others can see the blind spots we might miss in our self-assessment. When we admit what we don't know, it gives us the humility to fill our knowledge gaps and makes us more effective learners and thinkers. By avoiding the trap of overconfidence, we move toward genuine competence. True knowledge is understanding the vast extent of our own ignorance. Idea 5. The power of doubt. Embracing doubt is powerful. It's not a weakness, but a path to stronger decision-making and improved insight when you question your own beliefs. The first step to learning is to doubt what you take for granted, because it shows you understand that there is always so much more to discover. Doubt is your signal to search for the truth and ensure your beliefs are genuinely rooted in solid facts and clear, undeniable evidence. By doubting our own convictions, we become more open to others. We start to genuinely consider their perspective instead of simply resisting it. This shifts debates to shared discoveries where we are collaborators seeking truth together, not opponents defending personal ground. Doubt protects us from the serious danger of overconfidence, a state where we stop asking questions and just assume we have all the answers. Overconfidence creates massive blind spots. It can cause us to ignore crucial warning signs and dismiss information that challenges our views. Living with some doubt promotes healthy mental flexibility. It helps us remain adaptable and resilient in a world that is constantly changing. We maintain an evolving mindset, so we're always ready to revise our thinking and grow when presented with new and better information. Idea 6. Escaping binary thinking. Binary thinking sorts life into simple categories. Right or wrong, good or bad. It moves beyond black and white to see the shades of gray in between. This simple view is limiting and closes you off to learning. You might dismiss new information that doesn't fit neatly into your existing beliefs. To escape, challenge the idea there are only two sides to every issue. Look for a full range of options, not just a simple yes or no answer. Instead of picking a side in an argument, ask what other perspectives could exist. There can be more than one correct and valid point of view. Someone makes a mistake. Instead of labeling them incompetent, consider what factors influence their actions, like a lack of information or stress. This is not about making excuses for people's actions. It is about taking the time to see and understand the full picture before making a judgment. Actively trying to add more categories or options when thinking about a problem will eventually become a habit, like exercising a mental muscle. Soon, you may find yourself automatically looking for alternative explanations. You will start seeking out solutions you hadn't considered before. It's about being more reflective and deliberate in your thinking. This leads to a better understanding of the complex, nuanced world all around us. Idea 7. The benefit of thoughtful disagreement. Considering new perspectives strengthens our thinking and problem-solving skills, allowing us to see every issue from more than just one angle. When someone disagrees, it forces us to clarify our own position. We must think critically about why we believe what we do and test our logic. Disagreement is not inherently negative, but a valuable tool when any exchange is kept thoughtful and always remains mutually respectful. When we only talk with people who agree with us, we risk creating an echo chamber, getting stuck and missing out on seeing the complete picture. Embracing disagreement opens us up to new ways of thinking and helps us learn valuable things we would have never discovered on our own. Even if we don't change our minds, we can gain a deeper understanding. We might discover facts or points of view we hadn't considered before. This process helps us think more flexibly and develop better solutions. Our minds become more adaptable and capable of creative problem solving. To truly benefit from disagreements, we must listen with the goal of understanding the other person instead of just waiting for our turn to speak. It's not about winning an argument, but about exploring ideas together. The collective journey of learning is more valuable than being right. Idea 8. The art of persuasive listening. Genuine engagement means you're really trying to understand the other person's view, not just waiting for a pause so you can finally speak. Pay attention not just to their words, but to their tone and emotion. Body language reveals what words might hide, adding depth to your understanding. Instead of trying to win arguments, learn what others think and why. True persuasion is born from a genuine curiosity about their point of view. Asking thoughtful questions shows you're truly interested and helps them feel comfortable opening up to share their honest thoughts and feelings. This creates a space where the other person feels respected and heard. As a result, they become more willing to listen when it's your turn to speak. Reflect back what you've heard to make sure you understand. Using a phrase like, "so it sounds like," clarifies things for everyone. Persuasive listening helps clear misunderstandings. When you understand their view, your response will truly connect and move the conversation forward. This doesn't mean you have to agree with them. It means you give their ideas a fair chance, weighing them with the same respect you give your own. When others feel heard, they are more open to your views. This can lead to better understanding and maybe even changing minds, including your own. Idea 9. Building a challenge network. Surround yourself with people who trust you enough to show you your blind spots and challenge you to really question your own ways of thinking. Supportive cheerleaders feel good, but they may not be what you need to refine your ideas. Critical allies provide the tough, necessary feedback. A challenge network helps test your thinking and prevents overconfidence. It's a constructive discomfort that leads to better decision-making. These people aren't there to shoot down your dreams. They want you to succeed, so they point out the potential pitfalls you might have missed. Choosing the right people is key. Diversity of thought is critical because it exposes you to viewpoints you wouldn't have considered otherwise. You need a high level of trust and respect within this group. You must know their critiques come from a good place and value their perspective. Building this network means being vulnerable. You're acknowledging that you don't have all the answers and that you're open to being helped. Remember, it's a two-way street. You must be just as willing to offer constructive challenges to your network when they are the ones who need it.